Hello everyone, JoRaSe here, and welcome to the June 2019 monthly update. This month we'll be seeing the conclusion of some things we've been working on, one for sure, and the continuation of others. We'll get to all of that and more in a bit, but first let's take a look at what's happened in this past month in May. Once we get done with that, we'll wrap this video up with a trip to Comics Corner, as always, for a look at a comic or two. So, what have we been doing this past month that's been behind the scenes? Quite a bit, actually. I've been able to get a lot of videos ready for upload when the time's right. Not gonna say what those videos are yet, though. I have figured out a better method for recording the Comics Corner portion of the update. You'll be seeing that not this month, but next. I also started working on a new organizational method for the display shelf to help make set and tear down easier between recording sessions. This month also saw the end of, let me go grab it. I think you remember to have everything where you need it. But May saw the ending of Rune Factory. This game right here we are done with now. And we have started Chrono Trigger. And I'm quite happy about that. Moving on to a new game for JoRaSe Plays. It's how we're going to roll things when it comes to the gameplay videos. So, also the preparation of the video for JoRaSeDev involved more time spent working with the vector coordinates than I'm willing to admit to. Last thing was a trip to the movies for me. I went to go see the live-action / CGI Aladdin. They got it right. Everything looks the way it should, and I am very impressed with how they pulled it off. Although, really, this is Disney, and they're working with one of their own properties. What would I expect? Anything less from them? No, I'd be expecting what I saw. And I do recommend seeing it if you haven't already. Because of this, I'm not going to spoil anything and say anything more about the movie. So, there you go. That's going to do it for the background info, or background news. Let's dive into the June JoRaSe Plays, what we're doing in those videos. And we're just going to be continuing our playthrough of Chrono Trigger. So not much new there. Except new content in the videos, of course. And that brings us to the June JoRaSeDev, which we are really getting close to being done. Just got a little bit more code after the one for this month, and then we're done. So, in the video there is a small issue where I had to restart the system. Not major, but in case you notice the jump, that's why. Now for the June 3D JoRaSe, I can say that we finally see the conclusion of the Paper Nano Himeji Castle project. We'll be moving on to something else next month. And is there a possibility of any unboxing for June? Any unboxing video? Sadly, no. Have things lining up for next month, though. So I hope everyone is looking forward to that. And with that, I think it's time to hand things off to Comics Corner. And welcome to another Comics Corner. This time we're looking at issue 72 of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And we have a smiling Applejack with a pie. I have a feeling this is going to be a baking comic. Looks like we got ingredients back there behind her, and looks to be a piping hot pie with the steam coming off of it. Get it lined up as always. And in we go. So we've got the alternative covers down there at the bottom of the left half. Here's the one I've got, and the two others. And on this side, we've got everyone helping to clean up the attic. And that's continuing. And apparently Applejack and Apple Bloom stumble across a pie recipe, and they'd like to make it. Anything to get out of having to keep cleaning the attic. And Granny Smith blocks that idea, though. Blocks it with a broom. So once they get done cleaning up, they can head over to Sugar Cube Corner to get some help from Pinkie Pie. Oh, and I should mention this pie recipe is one that Applejack, Big Mac, and Apple Bloom's mother made, so it holds sentimental value. So they first try just making a regular pie and giving it to Granny Smith. Apparently, it is lacking something. Pinkie Pie nearly blows up the kitchen at Sugar Cube Corner. And Applejack and Apple Bloom go off to get the ingredients that Mrs. Cake says might be important. And they do, and have a flashback at the flour mill about how Bright Mac would carry the ground flour for pear butter. And then a similar thing at the dairy with Big Mac and Apple Bloom. Apparently they had some sort of deal that one had bought out everything and just had it waiting. The last thing was some spices that they needed. Which they do get. And again, another flashback ensues. They bake the pie and give it to Granny Smith to try, and apparently it still is missing something. And Applejack has an idea as to what it might be. So she brings it to Pinky. They put it in the mix and give the finished pie to Granny Smith. And turns out they've done it. Now, what was that item? Apparently, it was a pear. And that's going to finish up this comic. We have a nice image of next month's cover. And here's the 10th issue of the IDW Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the one I've already got in the sleeve, because just look at all of that going on the cover. Got pretty much all the characters that we have so far shown. And they're all busily engaged in combat in some form or another. You even got Metal Sonic in the back there. So let's take a look at the variant that we'll actually be looking at here. And it's a much more bland look to it. Nothing wrong with that, but it's the one that I'm choosing to delve into. Got Metal Sonic reaching forward for something. And we'll get into it momentarily here. Just move this out of the way and remove the stand as well. Get it positioned just right, like so. And in we go. So last time they had begun the assault on Metal Sonic's installations on Angel Island. Again, we have our roll call there on the left. Sonic, Tails, Amy, Knuckles, Shadow, Tangle, Rouge, Blaze, Espio, Vector, Charmy, Whisper, Silver, and Metal Sonic. So we've got Metal Sonic coming down. Looks like he's ready to delve into a fight there. And indeed, he handily deals out the first few blows. And Sonic and Knuckles look all the worse for wear. Meanwhile, the rest of the group are doing their part to end the installations. And there's some of Blaze doing her part. I almost missed a page there. We've got Mr. Tinker apparently being taken by the other villains. And back to the action with Tails. He's absconding with one of Metal Sonic's ships because his got wasted. And everyone is brought aboard. Battle continues between Sonic, Knuckles, and Metal Sonic. And we have a new challenger appear in the form of Shadow, dealing damage to Metal Sonic. But will it be enough? Maybe. But then again, maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna say no, that Shadow getting involved has not helped things, but has in fact made things worse. Now, Metal Sonic is right there on that little island. And that's what he looks like now. Thanks a lot, Shadow. Hopefully everyone can get out of this mess. Alright, so that was our Comics Corner for this month. Hope you enjoyed those two comics. And now let's have some concluding thoughts. I think we're all accustomed to me doing this section at this point, but it's useful to kind of lay out what I'm doing in the next month. So, temperatures for June look to be steadily hot throughout the month, and my production schedule for each of my channels seem to be no different. Going to be hot and quite active, getting things done. And I've got to keep things moving, and that's how I like it. So I will see you all in the videos during the month, and I'll see you back here next month for another monthly update. Oh, and by the way, the mystery minis for June will be going out this next week. So if you're in that list, be on the lookout. Till next month, everyone. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, feel free to give me a like and maybe subscribe. And if you want to go a little bit further and you want to see your name in lights in the credits here, feel free to go to my Patreon and contribute. Till next time, everyone.